I've been watching a lot of movies recently. Some were bad, some were good, and I happened to get a really good idea from a fairly horrible movie. It was Princess Diaries too. Don't judge me. Anyways. A scene in this movie had me pretty interested in what they were doing. It had to do with fans and how to communicate with them. I thought it was pretty interesting. I didn't know it was a thing until I looked it up, and it was actually a thing. So I decided to look at a couple ways to communicate with a fan. I'll put a link down in the description if you guys are interested in checking it out. So let's get to this. The first part has me partially opening the fan, not all the way, and it has me touching it to my lips, and apparently this means kiss me. So I guess this one is kind of a flirty one. So the next one is a little bit flirty as well. So if you see anybody that wants to communicate with the fan and they have it all the way open and they're fanning themselves rather quickly, that means I'm single. Hey, it kind of goes with the theme for my other video. Continuing on with the flirtiness, you have to close the fan and then touch the closed fan to your right ear. This would be telling the person to call me. I guess they gave each other their numbers before this. Who knows? Moving on to the next one. This one is kind of the opposite of what we've been doing so far. This one, you have to open the fan all the way and then face it down and slowly move it, slowly fan it. This one is basically saying, I'm taken. So it's basically saying, go away, shoo, I'm not interested. So moving on from that, we have to close the fan once more. And this one, it's almost like the first one, but with a closed fan, obviously. So you touch it to your lips. It's basically telling the person to talk to me. So come on, talk to me. The next one, I thought it was kind of sweet. What you need to do, what you would need to do would be opening the fan all the way, placing it over your heart, and keeping it there. That means I love you. I thought it was adorable, so I decided to include this one. Moving on from this one is for the people that are a little more bashful. For this one, you keep the fan open, you place it right under your eyes, and that just means I'm shy, but I'm still willing. Oh, whatever that means. Moving on to a more direct approach. It has us closing the fan once more and using the tip of the fan, you place it right over your cheek, and this is telling the person that you fancy them. So it's more direct than the other one. I'm not really sure if the other one was really for bashful people, but this one, it's a little more direct than that one. Moving on from that direct approach, we have this one. You have to open the fan once more, and this time you place it backwards and you slowly fan yourself. This is telling the person to meet outside. Let's meet outside. So I guess it's another direct approach. I believe the last one gave you some results. The next two I can actually do together. This one requires the fan to be closed. When you place a closed fan on your left cheek, it's telling the person, nope, no, no. While if you place it on your right cheek, that's telling the person yes. The last one ended up being the one that caught my interest the most. For this one, you have to place the closed fan in front of your left eye, and then you start twirling it. I kind of like this one because it's keeping the chismosos or the gossips from listening in on your conversation, and you could just move on to another place where they're not around. I know I would have thought that another one of my favorites would be an open one, an open fan one, because I love opening it. But this ended up being my favorite. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this mediocre tutorial to communicating with a fan. And if you like this video, please leave a like and share it. And even subscribe if you want to see any content from me in the future. This is Angie the Commenter signing out. Bye bye.